to chase ever higher spending is a fool's errand. What we need to do is have that balanced approach that we've all been talking about. Which again is increasing revenues through a process of tax reform and then spending reduction. We've had 4 straight years of $1 trillion plus deficits. You can't continue this and have economic vitality, which is what we actually need. Pro-growth policies to get the economy rolling, get jobs created again.
Senator, again, you're hopeful because you get people have listened to what the American people said, and yet I'm not sure I'm hearing it here. Are you hearing it elsewhere in the halls of Congress that in fact Republicans will look at specifically the raising the taxes on those that return $50,000?
Andy, you have to be careful. If you talk about taxes, they run for the hills. If you talk about revenue and tax reform, let's still have conversation. I would say to my friend the congressman, he said that sparing the middle-income families had to solve the problem. Well, it solves the problem for middle-income families in America. What it does is when it comes to tax increases, let's go to those who can afford to pay. They should pay a little more. They've been blessed with success. They live in the greatest nation on earth. Paying a little bit more to solve this national problem, part of the solution is not unreasonable. But we do have to cut spending. We do have to look at entitlement reform that doesn't threaten the existence of important programs like Medicare and Medicaid.
Congressman, let me go ahead.
Senators talk about spending reductions because there haven't been specifics put on the table by the other side. And that's exactly where this negotiation process is right now. The two sides have identified the tax revenue that we're willing to discuss. And now it's time to talk about reductions. And that's the prescription for moving forward. Because, again, if we pass something that doesn't solve the problem, then the American people are going to be as irritated in the future as they are right now.
Congressman, let me ask you, have you sensed within the new caucus now it's the old Congress that's going to deal with this between now and the 31st of December, but you've had a chance to see and meet what your new caucus will look like, the majority on the House side. Do you sense a difference in that group than in the group prior to that, which was seen as unwilling to make a deal, sort of more hardline conservative? Is this new caucus different?
Well, I think the difference is that every member of our caucus appreciates that this fiscal crisis, this challenge that we have, is ever closer. And that's why we need to negotiate through this process and make certain that we come up with a solution, a real solution that will actually solve the problem. Kicking the can further down the road, which is one of the things that we hear out of Washington all the time, will no longer be acceptable to either the American people or to the challenges that we have to get this economy rolling again and get jobs created.
Senator, there's been some thought on your side as well that perhaps $250,000, that if you could get the House to go along with something, that perhaps $250,000 is too low to be raising taxes, that maybe you could make it a genuine millionaire tax that might be more palatable. What about something like that?
Andy, we're carping on a trifle here. If we want to protect the middle-income families, $250,000 of income for a family is a reasonable number. Go up to $1 million. I'm not sure what we're proving with that. There has to be revenue on the table, and those 2% or 1% of the highest wage earners in America who are doing well should pay a little bit more. And I think most of them that I speak to are willing to do it if they know it's part of an agreement that will genuinely reduce the deficit. Keep in mind, our goal here is not just to reduce the deficit of the debt, but to spring this economy so that it moves forward, creating jobs, expanding businesses. I think that's going to happen if we have this bipartisan agreement.
The increased tax rate that the senator just referred to doesn't only hit individuals, it hits nearly 1 million small businesses. And if we're increasing taxes on small businesses, guess what? Won't be created? Jobs. And small businesses are always the linchpin to getting jobs created when we come out of a recession. And so why would we adopt a policy that punishes job creators? Ernst & Young says it would end up in about 700,000 jobs being lost. That doesn't seem like a wise idea. So, again, we want to solve the problem with real solutions, not just political rhetoric that we tend to do on the campaign trail. Time to get down to work.
Senator Durbin, the last word is yours. I take it you're going to disagree. This sounds a lot like the arguments I heard before the election.
Danny, it sounds like a debate that you're Romney and President Obama. 97% of small businesses are spared with a $250,000 limit in terms of tax increases. What we're talking about is people who are making a lot of money, lawyers and investment bankers and those who are in subchapter S corporations who can pay a little more, for goodness sakes. If it means moving the economy forward, it's time to take these old arguments and set them over here and talk about a new day, a new approach. That's what the election was all about.
Senator Durbin, Congressman Price, thank you both so much for joining us this morning. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Candy.
Thank you.
Next, he was chairman of Mitt Romney's Hispanic Steering Committee. The Carlos Gutierrez has been tough luck for his party when it comes to immigration reform.
If we get it wrong, shame on us.
If you're one of the millions of men who've used Androgel 1%, there's big news. Presenting Androgel 1.62%. Both are used to treat menstrual testosterone. Androgel 1.62% is from the makers of the #1 prescribed testosterone replacement therapy. It raises your testosterone levels and is concentrated so you can lose less gel. And with Androgel 1.62%, you can save on your monthly prescription.
Dosage application sites between these nards differ. Women and children should avoid contact with application sites. Discontinue Androgel and call your doctor if you see unexpected signs of early puberty in a child or signs in a woman which may include changes in body hair, a large increase in acne possibly due to accidental exposure. Men with breast cancer or who have or might have prostate cancer and women who are or may become pregnant or are breastfeeding should not use Androgel. Certain side effects include worsening of enlarged prostate, possibly increased risk of prostate cancer, lower sperm count, swelling of ankles, feet, or body, enlarged or painful breasts, problems breathing during sleep, and blood clots in the legs. Tell your doctor about your medical conditions and medications, especially insulin, corticosteroids, or medicines to increase blood clot.
Talk to your doctor today about Androgel 1.62%, so you can use less gel. Log on now to androgelauthor.com and you can pay as little as $10 a month for Androgel 1.62%. What are you waiting for? This is big news.
The cold tree.
I have a cold. That's a Dayquil, but I still have a runny nose.
Truth is, Dayquil doesn't work on runny noses.
What?
It doesn't have an antihistamine. Oh, really? Alka-Seltzer Plus Golden Cough fights your worst cold symptoms, plus has a fast-acting antihistamine to relieve your runny nose.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The cold truth.
Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Can't find therapy? Try Alka-Seltzer Plus for fast liquid cold and flu relief.
Closed captioning brought to you by My Mickey Car Care Center.
But Jen's car wasn't handling well.
So I brought it to Mike and Meineke.
We gave her car a free road handling check.
I like free.
Free is good.
Last one, my Meineke. Thank you.